This your boy Hoghead with the Haters Real podcast. Man, about to break you off with this drama going on with this backdoor situation with this btbsavage. Everybody ain't your friend and everybody sure ain't your homie. Now let's get into this shit right here. Now producer D, the other two producers, the friends, the associates, y'all the only ones that really knew BTB Savage moves in Houston. Y'all knew his moves. Y'all knew what that restaurant was finna go down. So y'all must have figured out that he figured out what the hell y'all was about to do. So y'all was gonna make sure that he wasn't gonna make it to the airport and make it to the Vegas trip with his moms. You feel me? So you can't be mad at his moms for being mad. You feel me? So they said that he had cameras. He had cameras at his apartment. So his mama, she said she done turned it all over to the police. So at the same time, she know who was in his apartment stealing and everything. And she called producer D out, and she about to call some more people out. This just sad your whole inner circle is just jealous of you and take you out the way and make it seem another way like you went out because of the DJ Vlad interview. You know what? It was more to the story. You feel me? See, this your boy Hoghead. One of my homies or partners or friends, they pass away. I'm gonna be sad, especially if they got kids and, they family members, because the mama or the father, they gonna be hurt because they lost their child, you feel me? I'm not finna be out here hitting licks on my homie, taking his socks, his underwear, taking everything that he got, hitting his apartment, hitting his house, so y'all gotta take a look at the situation and understand that producer D and whoever he had, they were sitting there robbing the apartment before BTB Savage was killed. Y'all need to check that situation out for real.
Near River Oaks, behind the wheel of a car riddled with bullets. The mom of a 26-year-old rapper known as BTB Savage tells ABC 13 that was her son. Bernita Ward says her son's online persona isn't how she knew him.
I'm not one of those parents who try to cover up, whatever their children's lifestyle is.
To her, he was just Darrell Gentry, his legal name. He served in the military for 4 years and was a father to a 4-year-old son. That's who she says she's most proud of. In February, Ward says her son thought he was going to be featured in a song, his rapping career starting to kick off. Instead, she says a group showed up to his apartment in San Antonio and tried to rob him. Earlier this week, the rapper did an interview with Vlad TV describing how he fought off the would-be robber, instructed his girlfriend to shoot him, and then left him to die. When the interviewer asked if he was concerned about retaliation, he said, quote, "They might do what they do, but I'm going to get active. That's all that is." On Thursday, he posted on social media standing in the middle of a bloody crime scene. Hours later, Houston police say he was shot in a drive-by shooting.
I said, take that off of social media. I said, let this family mourn in peace. But they were continuing, was taunting my son, telling him that they were going to kill the family, that they were going to make his mama cry, like my son made his mother cry. And I told my son, don't respond. But their family member came to rob my son.
Now she's forced to mourn the loss of her son, who she tried desperately to keep out of danger.
So the moral of this story to me is that two mothers lost two amazing sons, and that their children will be raised without fathers.
And for him to point his homie out on that podcast called Off the Porch, he already knew that in the end that his homeboy was ratchet, and that in the end that he knew that he'll try to take his life. That's a sad situation. For your homeboy to be everywhere that you go, your producer, your associates, and they see that you get in the bag, and then they want to take you out. See, this situation just remind me of like the early 90s, late 90s too. It could be somebody, especially when we had that drug war going on, but it could be somebody that's getting money, they feeding people, but other people feel like they ain't feeding them enough. And a lot of times it could be your right-hand man. Your right-hand man might set you up to get popped, or your right-hand man might set you up, and then you sitting behind bars doing some time, and then you realize when you doing that time in prison, you like, you know what? Damn, my right-hand man, he set me up. He set you up. Because you know what? You was in the way. So Producer D and the other producers and the friends and associates, they felt like BTB Savage, he was in the way. Because that's just crazy to me how that one person, they said that they was close to BTB Savage, and they said that they told him that, you know what, that he need to stop the social media. But you know what, why would you just come out like that right after he was murdered? You know what I mean? Well, what a love at? What a feelings at? You know what I mean? Sound like y'all really didn't even care about him. That's just what I'm getting from the situation. You know, R.I.P. to BTB Savage, and I hope that his mama get justice. But this your boy Hoghead with the Hate Is Real podcast. Get at your boy. Yeah. Hey, this your boy Hoghead with the Hate Is Real podcast. Now let's get into this shit right here. Yeah.